Italy 1, Wales 0. But I don't care. We're going through to the last 16. We're going to Amsterdam, baby. Now, I'm not going to Amsterdam because, as it turns out, you can't really go there at the moment as a tourist. Even if you have got tickets for the Wales game, which I could probably get quite easily. So it's a tricky one for Wales fans. I can't see many being in the stadium, and the ones that are in the stadium are certainly, the most of them won't be there legally unless they actually have residence in the Netherlands already. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing my reaction to the 1-0 defeat to Italy. As you know, across my 3 channels, we're doing Euro 2020 content until the tournament's over, basically. So this is the vlog. This is the reaction to the 1-0 Wales defeat. And it was a defeat to Italy. But do you know what? I think we played well. Especially for the first 10 minutes, we played really well. You could see the intent was there to go out and cause Italy problems and to win the game, essentially. We played the 5 at the back formation, which we couldn't really... To be honest with you, there was a sending off. If you haven't watched the game, there was a sending off. Ethan Ampadu, I think it was just after half-time, got sent off for a mistimed challenge on one of the Italy players. I think it might have been Verratti. And that changed the game for us, really. Obviously, going a man down made it difficult. So we didn't really get a chance to see if that 5-3-2 formation, or whatever you want to call it, that 5 at the back formation was a success or not. We conceded 1 goal. A great free kick from Verratti. And Verratti, for me, was man of the match. And I've seen the UEFA have given the man of the match to Chiesa, who I had in my fantasy football team, actually, and I had him captain. But for me, I didn't really see him do a lot. And I was kind of watching Chiesa quite carefully through a fantasy football kind of point of view. But there were times when I wasn't watching the game. My daughter came in for a little bit, and the missus and stuff. So I might have missed some of the things he did. But apparently he had a good game. I didn't see it. Gareth Bale, I thought, played well, but he missed that golden opportunity. That volley. Gareth Bale scores those any other time in his career. Gareth Bale scores that. Same as the penalty that he missed against Turkey. Any other time in his career, you are confident in Gareth Bale scoring that goal. He used to have this thing, which I think was a psychology thing, which Ronaldo does as well, where you can see them and they're so focused on the task that they're doing and they're visualizing that ball going in the back of the net, and you can't imagine anything other than them scoring, okay? But watching Gareth Bale score that penalty against Turkey, he looked nervous. He was like touching his head and stuff like that, and he was like looking at the referee, and he was blowing, like you could tell he was tired. So yeah, Gareth Bale's a different player to watch than what he used to be. He's still got that talent, that class, that skill, but I think he's lost a lot of his pace. He's lost a little bit of his confidence, I think, as well. But listen, as a Wales fan, it's dreamland. Being in the last 16 of another European tournament. I was listening to the radio just now, and a few Welsh boys there on TalkSport, and they were right. It's like we just seem to really enjoy the international tournament kind of finals business. We just go out there, we have fun, not a lot of pressure on us. We play well, like we can do, and we do the business. That chance from Aaron Ramsey, though. Oh, again, Aaron Ramsey of old, he'd just be dinking that over the keeper with his first touch or second touch. But it was the rest of the team's fault, or maybe the tactics' fault. There was no one really there to support Ramsey, because he chose not to go for the dink. He chose to hold it up a little bit and pull it back, but there was just no one there to pull it back to, really. Dan James came off, I think, probably about 75 minutes for Harry Wilson, which is fine. Dan James has worked really, really hard over the first 2 games, and I'm sure there's a lot of tired legs out there. Ben Davies was left off the pitch, left out of the team because of that yellow card that he's got, but he came on later in the game, and you could see his leadership qualities again. Chris Gunter got his like 102nd cap or something like that, nearly scored a header as well from a corner, from a Dan James corner, which I'm not sold on these Dan James corners, to be honest with you. I've never seen Dan James take corners before until this tournament, but he's taken a lot of corners for Wales. we had a good chance. So, hey, we had a good chance. Chris Gunter could have scored from a Dan James corner, so I'm not going to write the Dan James corners off just yet, but I do find it a little bit strange having Dan James on corners. He's not like the kind of guy that you would associate with a pinpoint accurate cross, for example, is he? But who knows? I might be wrong. So overall, it sounds weird, but really happy with a 1-0 loss to Italy. At the end of the day, this is Italy. They're amazing. We had a man sent off, and we only managed to win. We managed to lose only 1-0, which I think was okay. And the Switzerland result ended up being okay for us as well. I mean, we lost a couple of goals from our goal difference. There was like a 5-goal swing, wasn't there? That a margin of 5 goals that would have helped us. So if we would have lost by 2 and Switzerland would have won by 3, for example, then it would have gone down to goals scored, etc., etc., and we would have potentially gone down to 3rd place, where our position may have been a little bit more in question in the last 16. As it stands, we're going to Amsterdam. Really over the moon with that. Such a shame that the red wall aren't going to be there, but we could get a nice tidy little opposition like the Denmarkians, the Danes. I can't remember off the top of my head who we could play, but I remember thinking that, do you know what I mean, these are teams we can beat. It doesn't look like it's going to be Belgium, but yeah, I mean, if Belgium lose, then it could be Belgium, which would be tough. But hey, we've beaten Belgium in a major final before, in the quarterfinals of the Euro 2016. Remember that Cruyff turn from none other than Hal Robson-Kanu? That goal is just played on repeat in all Welsh football fans' minds. It was absolutely amazing goal. Anyway, I've talked to you guys long enough. That's the vlog for today. It's the Wales reaction to the 1-0 loss to Italy. It was a loss, but we're really happy because we're through, and it looks like we could face favourable opposition in the round of 16. It could be a winnable game, and then back to Baku for the quarterfinals if, fingers crossed, we can manage to win the round of 16. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, the links to the other channels will be in the video description. There's 3 of them, and I'm doing vlogs, etc., across all those channels for the rest of Euro 2016. That's where the content will be. FPL looks like it's going to be dropping soon, so the main channel is going to be a lot of FPL content, so obviously get your notifications on for that. See you soon. Bye.